What's up, everybody? I'm Shade. Welcome back to Become a Legend, episode 48. And of course, last time we were off, we had to face Galatasaray in a training match so that we can prove to the agents scouting us from Atletico Madrid and Sevilla that we are worthy of joining their team. So of course we wouldn't actually play training matches, because if you've been watching the series for a while, you know I absolutely hate training matches unless you are just new at a team and you're trying to get to that first team spot. Then training matches are an absolute waste of time, and they really shouldn't have you play them if you've already proven yourself. But yeah, it's against Galatasaray, of course, a very classy side. I like Galatasaray. They bought the one and only Chelsea legend Didier Drogba from Shanghai that have been screwing him on his money, but that is another story. So in this match with Galatasaray, Cole was absolutely on fire. He knew what he had to do. Look at that, he already has the goal. Chop inside, takes the powerful shot, and that's another goal. Of course, it's a training match, so they won't be celebrating. They just kind of have their hands in the air for 5 seconds, and then they just walk away. But 2 goals so far. Cole is having an absolute riot. Look at this one. 2 shots blocked from Cole and his teammate, but then gets it back. First touch into space, takes the shot, and then arms will be raised. So a hat-trick in the training match with Galatasaray. The scouts from Atletico and Sevilla should definitely take notice of this one player, because he is definitely worthy of joining their clubs. People have been saying, I said why I really didn't want to join Atletico Madrid, because the dream is to get to Real Madrid, and they are very much rivals. Somebody said he said that he was from Spain. That was only a few hours ago, actually, the comment that he said he was from Spain, and the rivalry between Atletico and Real is much more in depth, and it goes more like it goes way back even than that of Barca and Real. So I really shouldn't join Atletico, but you don't really have to worry about that, because after the match, the agent is like, yeah, there is definitely interest from both Atletico and Sevilla, but then we have a bunch of training matches, and this is where stuff gets really frustrating. So they pick us to play in all of the training matches, even though we are captains, even though we are top of the manager's pick for pretty much every position we can play. So you know what? We are not going to play those. So because we are skipping so many matches, we actually missed out on the national team, on the England team. We haven't missed out on them since we won the freaking World Cup with them. So this is just I really think they should fix this in PES 2014, because you've already proven yourself. You don't have to play all these small fixtures, and this is the thing. Like, we've been playing for 1 season with Sao Paulo. We've done amazing things with them. We got them in the Copa Libertadores. We won the league with them. But now we skipped 3 training matches, and it's like back to square zero. Like they don't even like us anymore. So we have a match in the Copa Libertadores. The good news is, though, that I've seen the group stages draw in the Libertadores Cup, and apparently Sao Paulo got pretty much the easiest group stage they could get. So first match is against, I don't really know this club, but Cole, of course, has to take the shot. And here's another thing that might affect our transfer. So of course we had the match with Galatasaray. That was the first match. We only had to let them know that we are indeed good players and we can easily have handle the competition in Europe. But then we skipped like 3 or 4 training matches. So I'm actually pretty sure it does affect their decision, because they might be like, where is that player? Why isn't he playing anymore? And it's just really bad timing, you know, because we are not. I'm not going to play the training matches simply because we have to move, because we will move eventually since the transfer season window. I'm actually confused about that, because I've actually Googled it. I looked on Wikipedia, and apparently in Brazil the preseason transfer window ends in like late March. So in our Become a Legend we are still in February. So I don't know why we aren't getting any offers, but that's been our problem for a long time now. But yeah, so that our problems pretty much continue. We just went in the shop to actually look if we can afford a personal trainer one, but this is where it gets really annoying. So we have another training match with CSK Moscow. We are going to skip that as well. And the next match is in the Copa Libertadores again. We miss out on the England national team again, and of course this match, this is where it just pissed me right off because apparently we are benched for this match. We are one of the substitutes because even though we are still the #1 pick for the manager at the striker position, they picked a 64 rated player instead of Cole, instead of their captain. For Christ's sake, it's just stupid. And really gets to me. So they do concede in the 42nd minute without Cole, and then they bring him on in the second half because they do need their wonder boy to actually save them from a situation that they got themselves in. So the 64 rated player comes off, and Cole not wearing his captain armband because it's already worn by somebody else because he didn't start the match. So he tries to do what he can, Cole, you know, on his runs and his shooting streaks, but it eventually just gets to Cole as well. Look at him laid out on the pitch. Cannot believe he couldn't put that away. And this is the best opportunity we have had. Cole with the pass. The teammate just hits the inside of the post and then goes out and it gets cleared. So that it is. We have the easiest group stage in the Copa Libertadores, and we lost that match. And after the match, though, manager just says that our skill cards that we got for Speed Merchant and Long Range Drive have expired. Of course, that doesn't affect us because we'll already have the skills. But I think it was the match before I forgot to mention. But the manager said that the talks have broken down with either Sevilla or Atletico Madrid, and we actually expected this. So those of you that still leave comments like go to Man United, go to Real Madrid, go to Chelsea, we can't even join a mid like a 4-star rated club because our agent cannot communicate with people. So I really don't know what we'll do. It's just a very frustrating episode and a very frustrating playthrough for me. I really hope we'll get an offer ourselves because our manager cannot talk for us by no circumstances, and we cannot afford until the next transfer window. We cannot raise enough money to buy a better agent because on the salary that we have right now, because we didn't sign the new contract because I told you why. Because then we would be locked in for Sao Paulo with another season. But yeah, that's been this episode of Become Legend. Please let me know anything you want in the comments, even though it's clubs that Cole cannot join right now because his agent talks smack about him instead of presenting him well. But yeah, do leave it a like if you enjoyed. I've been Shay. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.